Why is SO2 an air pollutant? Well, honestly, one can say just smell it and feel it, but then there could be a more systematic answer. See, what is a pollutant? A pollutant is something which disturbs the original effect or composition of the given substance. Now, air itself has a nature. Air contains oxygen, nitrogen, and tiny bits of other gases. We breathe air, etc., etc. You know all that. Anything would be considered as a pollutant if it disturbs the quality of oxygen or air. Now, how does SO2 act as a pollutant? First, if you're trying to breathe such an air, you would find that this becomes a very substantial irritant for larynx and lungs. You start coughing. If you are constantly breathing in air which contains sulfur dioxide, people develop asthma. And unfortunately, if you're living on sides of a highway or maybe places which are highly polluted, people may even develop things like lung cancer. That's very dangerous. Of course, not a pleasant thing. So in that sense, SO2 is a direct danger for humans who breathe because it is an irritant for larynx and for lungs. Why? Because it is acidic in nature. Second, if you have plants exposed to sulfur dioxide for a long time, slowly you find that the green color of plants fades away. Green color of plants, I hope you appreciate that plants contain chlorophyll and because of which they are able to produce food. If that itself is disturbed, plants die. And I mean, this is as bad as it gets. If you kill something, you're bad, right? So, sulfur dioxide can cause chlorosis. Chlorosis is, the decay of leaves because they become pale, they become decolorized and they ultimately die. And this chlorosis is also the effect of pollution by sulfur dioxide. So, it is dangerous for humans. It is dangerous for plants. Okay, so we understand that SO2 is a pollutant for all living beings. Is it? It's actually dangerous for the dead also. How? SO2 can cause acid rain. What? Yes. SO2 is a deadly, ugly and a dangerous gas. SO2, and especially when it is in oxygen and you have small quantities of nitrogen dioxide which acts as a catalyst or light which also can catalyze this, you can get SO3. And this SO3 can dissolve in water or moisture from air and it can form sulfuric acid. This sulfuric acid in the form of small droplets can be present in the atmosphere, and when clouds rain, this is washed down and it comes down to earth. The SO2 itself, or much worse in the form of sulfuric acid, it can come back with rain, and that, my dears, is called acid rain. Imagine acid raining from sky. This is definitely not pleasant. It causes forests to get wiped out because again, if you're bathing them in acid, obviously they are not going to have a good time. Stones begin to dissolve, they begin to decay. Marbles, or in general, most of the stones actually are affected by acids. Yes, is it bad? It's very, very bad as it gets. So because of all these reasons, SO2 functions as a pollutant in air.